Hello, vapors everywhere. What I want to look at today is the Protank 3 dual coil clear atomizer series. I would like to talk about it today, but unfortunately I can't because the quality control at Protank is not all it's cracked up to be. I got this tank about 3 weeks ago. Made sure it was all tight, had the coil in there, filled it up with juice, put it on my mod, and for the first 8 seconds I got a great vape. I got 2 4-second pulls that had better flavor than the Protank 2, and yeah, it was excellent. After those 8 seconds, what happened? I got dry hits, I got some burning, I got silica wick flavor, and it wasn't all that good. So, I can't really say too much about it. I would like to put this thing, take the coil out, build my own coil on it, maybe cotton wick it and see how it works, but I haven't done that yet. The first coil I did, I put it in, it was dry. Very, very dry. Took it out, put the second one in, and what happened with it? It just gurgles. So the first one I looked at it, the wick in there is really tight. It doesn't appear that it has flavor wicks like the Protank 2 that you can take out. So I didn't try to pull anything out of there. Maybe I will. If anybody knows or has taken those out, can you let me know in the comments below if you pulled them out from the middle or from the bottom, or exactly how it works with the dual coil, because I don't want to break it. But the second one, you definitely cannot take any out. You got to put them in, because it is a gurgling mess. I've really liked the Protanks. I've had a Protank 2. I've had a Protank 2. I've had another Protank 2. I've had a Protank 2 Mini and a Unitank, as well as the Protank 3. So I really like them. I thought it was great. I went from an Ego style battery with a top coil Clearo on it to a mod, and I really like the EVODs and I really like the Protanks. They performed great. And if I got a bad kind of a dud replacement coil here and there, I didn't really sweat it too much, but it seems that I'm getting more and more and more and more of them. The Protank 3, here's how it performs. Okay, something came out of there, but it's not good. Like, you would get a better vape off of a Cigalike, definitely. I'm going to take this off right now because I know it's just dripping onto my 510 connection right now. And yeah, that's not fun. Also, when I went to 2 different vendors that I purchase all my vape goodies from, I tried to get the replacement coils for the Protank 3, and they are out of stock. So for the last 3 weeks, I've had this tank that costs, about 20 bucks, and I cannot get coils for it, which really sucks. Protank is one of the larger manufacturers of tanks, of e-cigarette type devices. We should be able to get what we need. I'm sure that vaping is spreading like wildfire, but you know what? There's no reason for a shortage, and there's definitely no need for quality issues. Like the last Protank 2 heads that I bought, I have, a number of Protanks and EVODs. I took 5 of them apart, cleaned them out, let them dry for a couple of days, put brand new coils into all of them, filled those 5 tanks up with my favorite juices so I could take it along with me for the day, vape different things. What did I get? My results were 1 tank that was a decent vape. like a decent vape. The other ones were all duds. Like 4 out of 5 were duds. One of them actually had metal shavings in it. I don't know if when they're at the factory, they're picking out these bits and pieces of coils and wrapping them up and putting them together, and if it was at the bottom of a tote and it had some metal shavings in it, or if it was from the machining process or drilling or tapping, threading into it, whatever it was. But it was unpleasant to say the least. And then you waste your juice and it really sucks, you know? So if I'm going to spend, $8 or whatever it costs for 5 replacement heads, I would really like them to work well, because these things cost pennies to make. I'm sure there's somebody in China wrapping these things up, probably wrapping 30 in the time that I could do one. So they should really work on their quality, because if they don't, I can't see Kanger being around for a long time. And vapors need to come together, and if there is a problem with the quality of any devices that you're using or any of the accessories for it, don't keep buying them. I know there's a lot of people having problems with them, and that's not going to change unless they see a decline in their sales. So what I have to say is, I want to get the word out there and say, you know what, Kanger, get your act together. Quality is a big part of what you do. If you want to have longevity in your business, then we need to work to get better products out there, guys. So I really like these tanks. This is a Protank 2 now. And it's another gurgly mess. This one has all the flavor wicks in it. I haven't even removed any from it. This is a 70 PG 30 VG blend. But it could be a 50-50 and it would still do the exact same thing. It's horrible. So Kanger, please get your act together, because I like the way these tanks are. I like the Pyrex glass. I like the 304 stainless steel. It's great. But what else happened? I've had a Protank 2 that didn't line up properly. So it was a little crooked when I put it together. I had to try and bend this post a little bit, and what happened? It broke off inside there. Now, that sucks. Things happen. I understand. But that's $20 that is gone now because their quality control sucks. Now, Kanger also claims that these tanks are free of glue. If you look at the little flyer, it says, "Congratulations on your choice of Kanger Protank 3. This is a very beautifully designed and healthier atomizer. With Kanger Tech's unique design, no glue is used during the entire process, which lets you change components freely." Well, what you do take apart, there is no glue in it. I do agree. When you take this all apart, it all unthreads and everything's fine. But I had one of these posts that runs up through into the top cap. It unscrewed when I took it off. What did I find in there? I found glue, or maybe I shouldn't say glue because they don't use glue, but some type of adhesive holding those threads in there, and it didn't hold it well enough. So when they say no glue in the entire process, I can't agree with that. I still don't mind, because I've had Protanks and they have performed just awesome. When you get a good coil in a Protank, that thing vapes like a dream. Like there's not a lot better in tanks. But lately, the way that the quality's been going, I'm not going to buy another one. That's for sure. Like, I already feel like I have way too many of them. I've got, six Protanks, 3 or 4 EVODs. That's a big part of my arsenal of vaping gear. I did buy a an iClear 30S, and this thing works really good. This thing works really good, but it does seep a little bit of flavor from juice to juice if you change it, because the wicks are within this metal shielding that's perforated. So you want to dedicate something to this tank if you're going to use it, or at least use similar things. So basically, yeah, Protank, get your act together, because if I were to go out and buy a pack of cigarettes, and that pack of cigarettes, let's say there's 20 cigarettes in a pack, if I found that 12 of them were full of cardboard instead of tobacco, and I went to light one up and it just set on fire and didn't work for me, I probably wouldn't buy that brand anymore. And it seems like Protank is kind of running into a similar type of thing right now as that. So yeah, please Protank, please Kangertech, sort out your quality issues. If you're finding that you cannot supply the public and you're overworking the people who are building the coils, hire some more people. Hire somebody, a line manager who watches over it, does quality checks, make sure that the coils are decent, make sure that the wicking is proper, you're using the same amount, because right now I'm not very satisfied at all. So that's just my 2 cents. If you do have any fixes for these that you've been doing, I know Rip Trippers has a good video for microcoiling Protank 2s with, I think he uses cotton wick and a 20 gauge syringe needle. You know, if you have any options for me, let me know. But right now, if you're buying replacement heads, they're not going to be good. Sorry, this is not really a Protank 3 review because I'm unable to review it. If I could review it on the 2 puffs that I got from it, I'd say it's great. I'd say it's great. I like Pyrex glass, stainless steel. The tanks themselves are awesome. I love these Protank tanks. But right now, with quality the way it is, you know, broken post, dud coils, sucks, you know. So right now I'm looking into other stuff. I'm dripping more now, and maybe going to the iClears, maybe something else. If there's something else out there that you think I might like, let me know in the comments below. You guys have a good day. I can't even vape it.